All right. So unfortunately, the stream cut off for no reason at all. I was in the middle of talking about why I don't like the halfback slip screen, or excuse me, the halfback cross screen as much as the slip screen. I'm just gonna show this real quick. Um, go over halfback cross screen. Okay. So if you look at the play art, you typically want to give yourself a bailout route anytime you run a screen. The problem with this is Corliss is already on a drag. Yes, you can put in two audibles or two hot routes, but that takes a lot of time. And I mean, it's not the greatest thing anyways, because the way the hook zone will bite down on it. So if you just run it like this mesh creates a lot of, that time it was pretty good, creates a lot of traffic over the middle of the field, and it can get really weird. Players can run into each other, and it's not my favorite thing. So that's why I've actually switched to the halfback slip screen as the main screen from this formation. So halfback slip screen, go against nickel again, and you can run this. You can put typically I wouldn't put the tight end on the drag because he's gonna run into the lineman. You don't really want a tight end being a bailout anyways. He's not fast enough. Doesn't have the elusiveness. You can put A. A works. You can put B. That may be a little bit better. I think I like B better. That definitely makes B look like it's better. That's not gonna happen every time, obviously. And which brings me to another point. You don't want to focus on only throwing to the bailout when you're throwing screens. Yes, you can hit a big play, but you can also get a catch tackle and drop the ball. If the halfback is open, just use the halfback. That's what the play is designed for. You're going to be more consistent going to just the halfback than you would going to the bailout route. Get about 5-6 yards there. I mean, maybe, yeah, that was about 5 yards. You want to use this as a change of pace for a lot of the downfield passing that I already went over from Gun Bunch Week. Actually, I'm going to have to go back into my past broadcast and take a look and see what I've already covered from Gun Bunch Week. I think I've covered most of the passing plays already. So if there's any overlap, I do apologize. The whole stream freezing or dropping halfway through. I was actually 36 minutes in. I kind of screwed it up. I really don't want to go back and re-record everything because 36 minutes is long. I'm pretty sure I showed you guys all this already. Verticals, PA post. If you've already seen it, I'm sorry. This is a quick review. Yeah, I've showed it already. Okay, so we're good. You've got KC Drive, KC Divide, in the red zone, like Bunch Trail. And that is going to wrap up that spread flex. This is the next formation. I really, really love this play, Mesh. This is a fantastic play. This is an extremely unique play because you don't typically have your outside receivers doing any sort of corner route. Yes, you can motion a corner out from like a bunch set or any type of set. You can motion them out wide, but that takes time. And sometimes I know you guys have seen this where you motion a guy out and you can't snap the ball for like 5 seconds. So this is extremely unique. This is extremely effective. You can really make a guy who just sits in cover 3 all game. You can really make him pay with this. So I'm just gonna run it stock first. Take a look at what it looks like. Hit the corner out. This is consistent. I mean, this happens damn near every single time. Sometimes you get the flat route that's got over the top of A go out there. So what you want to do is put A on the streak. See how it holds the flat zone? That's probably going to make it a little bit more consistent. You can also do the other side of the field on this too. You got to get the timing down, obviously. You throw it too early, you're going to throw it right at the DB. Throw it too late, he's going to be cutting back across towards the DB, and you're going to throw an interception. So just getting practice mode, trying to figure that out. The other way I will run this play is streak the halfback. Because you are going to open this Y route up. You're going to get some pretty good blocking, just like you saw there. You want to let them turn upfield themselves from any type of curl route, any type of route that stops and looks at the quarterback. Just let them get upfield themselves. You're going to save yourself a lot of grief by doing that. So you can still throw this route against when you put A on the streak. It's still very effective. Then you also give yourself, you can attack the short flat with RB. This is just a really phenomenal play. You can attack all parts of the field except for the deep middle, which brings me to the next play, which is outs. You can see now we can attack the middle of the field with this post route to Y. The way I run this is I drag A, because I want the hook zones to stay underneath. I want to give myself as much space as possible for the post. Throw it right now. You see, I don't know who that was, KJ Wright or whoever, somebody that's not even that good, dropped, for whatever reason, dropped really deep. Typically, that's what you'll see. But Madden's very inconsistent, so sometimes you see one thing, sometimes you see another thing, which is why, look at that. That time he attacked the play action, so it's you gotta make reads. That's the one thing I definitely stress from this playbook, especially because there's a lot of timing routes. There are money plays. I don't really like that term, but money plays where one thing is going to be there all the time. You gotta really make the reads and get into practice mode, get the timing down. You can also throw these out routes. These out routes are great because these aren't 10-yard out routes. These are 15-yard out routes. They're going to clear the flat zone unless they're playing over the top coverage. It still may actually clear the flat zone. But you got to get the timing down again. You got to get the timing down. If you throw this too early, it turns into like a curl route. Say if I just cancel the PA, just if I cancel the play action, just block the halfback. If I throw this too early, that's what you're gonna get. It's gonna be an interception every time. So if you wait, now throw it. Yes, I didn't get the catch. I threw it a little bit early, but you're gonna save yourself from throwing a pick. See, that time even the flat zone got out there, but it's too deep for the flat zone to make a play on the ball. And anytime you throw across the quarterback's body, it's going to be a harder throw. Over time, I've seen that in Madden. If I had a left-handed quarterback, this throw to X would be a lot easier. So what I'll do is I'll move out a little bit to the left. And you see how much easier that was for him to make the throw. Throwing across the quarterback's body causes throws to be a little bit harder. You want a guy that has good awareness. You need the toe tap. So Jordy Nelson's like the perfect guy. Another great thing from this set is that you have halfback slip screen as an audible, which you typically don't get from most sets. I'm trying to think of another one. I'm not sure of another set where slip screen is an audible. But what I do is I drag X. You're going to get great blocking from this. You want to watch out for guys user and D lineman. I know people love to do that online. So just keep that in mind when you're running this. If your opponent's been on D lineman all game, watch out throwing this. It's probably not going to get picked off, but it'll get swatted down. Or you'll get tackled for a loss. But you also have the bailout route, which just gets into a nice spot in the field. The zones get backed up a little bit. And that's as good as... That's just pretty much all the audibles. I do want to show this against man-to-man because I've noticed a lot of people have been running cover 1 online. And the reason they do that is because it looks a lot like cover 3. So we're going to come out in... We're going to come out in the read option because we're going to go over that next. We're going to go nickel, normal. We're going to go cover 1 whole press. And you see it looks exactly the same. So when you're running this, you want to pay attention to the middle linebacker and watch how he will break down and stare at the halfback. That's how you know it's man coverage. See that? You see how he breaks down and looks at the halfback? That still gained a lot of yards. But sometimes they'll jump that route. So if you see that, if you see the halfback, or excuse me, the middle linebacker break down and look at the halfback, you want to throw your bailout route. And the reason this bailout route is really, really good against man-to-man is because if you watch the 2 DBs, the Y receiver is on a wheel route. The 2 DBs will rub into each other, create a little bit of separation for X to get open. So if you watch right here, you see the separation he gets? See, they kind of have to move out of each other's way so that they don't run into each other, which is going to give you... I just ran it wrong. Even against cover 1, this is still pretty darn good, as you can see. But just one more time, you get separation right there. That was the perfect animation right there. Didn't get a hit stick as soon as we caught it. The other thing you want to do is, if you are really killing your opponent with throwing the ball, dinking and dunking him, and he's getting sick of it, he's going to go to... he's going to probably go, you know, up a notch. Instead of nickel, he'll maybe go dime, he maybe go dollar, may even go all the way to quarters. Guys are pretty wild online, so you really want to have this read option in your arsenal. This is a phenomenal read option, so we're gonna go dollar. We call dollar cover 3 sky press. I don't want to run it off this right edge per se because the strong safety came up. So this is actually a really quick flip. You flip to the other side of the field, and the quarterback gets up the field really fast. So this is one of the good read options. You can still run it if that safety's up there. Just don't get crushed, especially by Cam Chancellor. Remember to always slide. This gets upfield really fast against a soft box. You don't want to run this against 4-3. You can run against 4-3. You don't want to. You definitely don't want to run this against 4-6. It gets a little hairy. There's so many linemen. But if you start getting a soft box because you're really turning them up with the pass, go to this read option for a drive. Go to it for 3 or 4 plays, whatever, until you make your opponent switch defenses. So I think that was the last play from gun spread that I wanted to go over. Let's just check, make sure there's no more. I don't have the whole write-up in front of me right now, but I've run this a lot, so I'm pretty sure that was the last play. Yeah, you can run PA read. I'm not a huge fan of it. I'll just show that real quick. I know my buddy likes to run this a lot, so what you can do is you can snap throw to X. If Eddie Lacy would not run into me, that'd be great. See, that's the problem. You probably have to block the halfback. I'm probably just not doing it right. So if you just block the halfback, snap throw, you're throwing it into traffic. So, I mean, I still like it. I'm not a huge fan of it. You can also throw. I love comeback routes in this game. I don't think they're used enough. If you get the timing down, you can really attack your opponent.